All right, what's up, you guys? This is Josh, and today, well, I just got back from work. I was originally planning on uploading another movie this week. It's already done. It's all exported from CapCut and everything. But because of what current events look like with regards to this movie, and I'm already kind of late, had to, I had to cut the line and put this movie right on top of the schedule. There's a movie that has recently broken the internet, and well, I'll just cut down right to it. It's War of the Worlds, the most latest iteration, and it has Ice Cube in it, and well, I don't know too much about it. Okay, all I know is that it has a let me bring this up actually. It has a score. All right. It has a score on Rotten Tomatoes with a whopping, jaw dropping, very impressive 2%. For context, the only other movie, and I mean, maybe I just don't watch enough movies, but the only other movie I could think of that was possibly as bad is The Last Airbender by the M Night Shyamalan version movie. I remember watching that. I only got through about maybe 5 minutes, and I had to turn it off. I actually am thinking about doing a reaction to that movie since I have this channel now, and trying to finish that one. But for context, okay, that movie got 5%. So let's just go right into it, you guys. Here we go, indeed. Okay.
William Radford.
Looks like he's doing reactions too. Homeland Security. Is this what working at Homeland Security actually looks like, though? You think? Dang, they keep tabs on the police? Okay. Oh no, I don't think I could ever work for Homeland Security, man, because I'm just too nosy, I think. Yeah. Just paranoid. So is that an actual thing though? Like, is it like a confirmed public knowledge thing that like we are being spied on for, security purposes? I actually don't know. It's always been a theory, and I always assumed that, but I don't know if like, because I'm not really too up to date with news and stuff. Is that like actually happening right now? Oh. Oh, he had to pause the music for this one. Okay. Full focus, you guys. Full focus.
It just doesn't make sense.
All right, that's crazy right there.
All of NASA's satellites are blind.
Dang.
Able to see
Look at
anything
those.
in 2 days. Can't.
Look at those effects, you guys.
Documents that I'm releasing to the world.
All right, now let's go to suspect number 2.
This makes me like question stuff like VPNs though. Like, would because I don't know too much about it, but for any of you guys who might know, like, are the VPNs that people are like advertising, like, what are some of them, like that NordVPN, or what's the other one, like that Surfshark, or can that stuff still get tracked, or does that still prevent tracking from, like, hypothetically this something like this was real, right? That the government is tracking you. Would a VPN be able to block even the government tracking you? I actually don't know. And it's something that I don't know, like, if the government was tracking us, like, would a VPN, the commercial kind, hypothetically, would they be able to block it, like the tracking that they do? Is he using his resources as a government employee to track his daughter? I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure a lot of fathers would be doing that.
You need more protein.
to get to work.
No, you need to lay off the soy milk. You haven't had any protein this week.
Note to self. If your parents are thinking of a job working for Homeland Security, this is a great advertisement for making sure they don't get the job.
Focus on this right here real quick.
I gotta get back to the lab and finish up my project.
All right, I love you.
For a second, I thought that was like a drone that the Homeland Security was using, and he was using it as an asset. I was about to say, Homeland Security's drones look like video game drones. But okay, he was tracking somebody's computer, and he's playing like a video game.
You know you're wasting your time with that game.
Dad, playing video games is my job.
Oh, dude. Okay. Screw that. This is not an advertisement to make sure they don't get the job. This is like a warning. The dad is deleting video games, you guys. Like, that's not okay. Video games are at risk. Oh, no.
All I see is a kid with a $200,000 education living in my...
Oh, okay. So, thank God. Thank God. I thank God every day that my parents were strict and super insistent that I go to school in the Philippines, because the student loans that I am seeing for people going to school, like even a couple years ago to now, they are absolutely freaking wild. So every time I see my parents, like at the time I didn't mind it too much, but now I appreciate it so much more, because I think my total tuition when I graduated with my RN bachelor's degree in the Philippines, it was like a 4-year course, and I think if you converted it from pesos to dollars, I think it was only about $10,000 in total. So, when I'm hearing like student loan debt of like in the hundreds of thousands, bro, like I thank my parents every single time I go visit them.
What I see.
You mean Mom's house?
What'd you say?
Ooh,
Cleaned out her stuff yet?
fudge cakes, bro.
Damn bitch. You mine.
Speaking of gaming, I'm pretty sure when GTA 6 finally, comes out, I'm pretty sure that's a game that Ice Cube would thoroughly enjoy.
Good morning, my sweet baby drone.
Okay, so this is what the Homeland Security drone looks like. Uh-oh, don't send it, dude. Don't send it. Oh, good job. Because y'all would have probably fought over that. He was going to hack into her MacBook? Okay, correction. He did just hack into her MacBook. Cannibal cells. Okay, that's weird that they're developing that, because as far as I know, if what you want is your body to attack sick cells or dying cells or just bad cells, non-productive cells, I'm pretty sure all you have to do is fast, and the process of I think it's autophagy? I don't know. Anyway, autophage is supposed to do that by itself. So I don't know if she's working on that. She's a little late, because there's already a completely natural process that you can do to kill bad cells in your body. You just gotta fast. Take a day on your day off, just fast for like 24 hours. Drink some water, you'll be fine. Well, that's not medical advice, by the way. I'm not a doctor. but I do it personally. Like I probably do it once every week or once every 2 weeks, and it's completely fine. You'll be okay. I see what they're trying to play at here. The whole dad is too busy and to show up for their life kind of deal. And honestly, it's being presented pretty well. The thing is, though, is that I might sound like a dick, but like I kind of side with Ice Cube on this one. Like times are rough right now. So if you got somebody that's like willing to put up the stress of working right now during a time that like, you know, productivity has increased and wages have still stayed the same, and having to deal with that and having to think about that as well, like honestly, people in the workforce should be praised, man, like sticking it out, because it's different. It's continuing to be different. Like the discrepancy of like between the amount of work being put in versus the amount of value that like you're able to get for your work, it's just getting worse. So I don't know where this idea of like demonizing working people, like I get it that they're not there for like social events and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think I side on like the hard workers on this one versus like having to be there for like social events here and there. Like you can't show up for everything, but at the same time it is like very important. It's like a baby shower and stuff. So I guess in this particular case, maybe I do side with like the couple and the baby shower part. But for most other stuff, like kids football games and like all that other stuff that happens like every week, like I feel like I feel like you shouldn't have to show up for it if like the choice is between you showing up to something that happens almost all the time and you having to provide. Okay, because like somebody has to work. You know what I mean? At least until we figure out how we are going to make everything be done by robots and AI. And on top of that, even more important is figuring out a way to successfully spread the benefit of the AI and the robots doing all the work. Oh, that's cute.
Today and be nice to the kids. I love you, baby.
Okay. Dang, man. They were doing so good. The acting was actually decent and the music was like setting the mood. But I guess the late wife, Erica Radford, that voice was hella AI.
This so-called disruptor is trying to reveal a top-secret program called
Not the lagging camera, bro.
It's national.
Is she holding her phone? Is she holding her phone like they didn't have a body cam? She has to hold her. Oh, well, I guess she's calling him right. Oh, I don't know. Like, couldn't you just turn on a body cam while you're doing an op like this? Like, I mean, I know he's a hacker, but what if he also has like some military training or, because you know the paranoid type, I would imagine that they're stocked up with weapons too. For all you know, they probably like Home Alone the whole house and has it booby trapped, or their apartment unit. The way she said approaching though. No, dude. Oh, is that dummy account? Oh. Okay, so I know the graphics are not like the best, but I think the idea still kind of comes through that like let's just forget about the fact that we know that aliens are coming. Just the fact that a meteor shower were to hit us like that, it would take out a lot of freaking infrastructure. Planes are going to be going down, and like our infrastructure is already pretty bad, right? Like imagine if we had a meteor shower like this. Think about how many angry people there are going to be, over like some stupid shit too, like their Amazon packages. While this is all happening, you know what I'm noticing the most? How clickety clackety the keyboard is. I'm liking it a lot. Again, I am reminded that I need to upgrade my keyboard because that sound sounds so good.
Leaders are engaging to determine the amount of damage and casualties so far.
Now, a bunch of shit is just going on right now. Yeah. Well, see, now it's times like this that you're going to want the guy who is used to working, putting in work, being super responsible. I know it's not sexy, like on the day-to-day, probably 90% of the time, but that 10% where that 10% of the time where it's like super critical, who are you going to call? The person who's reliable as fuck. This is why I'm like, and this is why I side with people who are like Ice Cube's character, right? Like, they put in all of the fucking work all the time, and they get nothing but freaking lip and attitude, and then when shit hits the fan, they're the first ones that you call. Okay, that was good. It was going good until it did the camera freeze and that sound in the background. No, dude.
President is safe. Location undisclosed. VP, justices, chiefs of staff all secure.
Is that Bolton?
Okay. We have DH.
All I know is that his last name is Bolton. Like, that's the guy, right? Is it John Bolton? He was like the old Secretary of Defense. I don't know what, or something, right? Like, for some reason he's like hated for some reason. Like, he shows up on Fox News a lot, or like maybe in the past.
I've never seen anything like this.
What was that?
Stand by.
Shit.
What the hell's that?
It's hatching, bro.
What the hell's that?
It's the Illuminate. Call the Helldivers.
What are the rules of engagement here?
Engagement? Shit, if I know, don't do nothing.
The rules of engagement? Well, based on the training in Helldivers, anything and everything for democracy. If my training's taught me anything, go for the leg joints. Don't get focused on the eye. Go for the leg joints. Leg joints, people. Leg joints. Damn, dude. Okay, so this is at least like a mission 5, because that's when they first start spawning the harvesters. Oh shit, bro. It's starting. Oh, Sheila's dead, dude. Sheila's hella dead. It's okay. Just throw another reinforcement beacon. Damn, they're hella fast too.
Burning through the Earth's ozone at the same time. This attack
Damn.
was clearly organized.
The aliens did the research because they know to go for the resources first. So it's like, yeah, I mean, like, we could chase people, or we could just like mess with the resources, and they'll probably just end up killing each other
And the storm should have been
if they miss any.
emergency.
Mark never showed us, Dad.
What are you doing outside?
Oh no, Mark is dead. Mark is hella dead.
Go!
Oh, she's dead too, bro. Oh shit is right. That's not good. Oh man. Okay, she's
Are you okay?
still alive.
Okay. Look,
Yeah, she's gonna lose the baby.
how are you
She got like rebar.
Way too high.
Yeah, dude. That's probably not even high enough. That's like how high it would naturally be if you were running. She has something stabbed through her. That thing should be like 120s, 130. Like it just should be high. Dude, 911 is super screwed. Okay.
Coming for you now. Okay? Here I come.
It's only tracking heart rate right now. It should be tracking BP. So increased heart rate, lowered BP, that's when you're going to start like really worrying. Where does she have the rebar through her though? Oh, it's through her leg. I thought that was like her I thought that was like her belly or something, and you know, of course the whole idea of like a miscarriage.
No, I'll let you leave.
Don't worry.
So because he's in a federal building, and it's a high security one at that, it won't let him out because they lock automatically if it's DEFCON 1, which is the highest threat level. I think there's still a lot of people that get that mixed up. And I only learned about this a couple years ago, like, because it goes from DEFCON 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, where 5 is like, people, there was like a joke where like people would be like, oh my god, we're on DEFCON 5. And it's like, DEFCON 5 is, we're at peace, like everything's good.
I'm getting you out of here. Just hold tight. You see that Tesla in front of you?
Oh shit, they can hack Teslas?
Don't worry. Got you.
It's gonna be self-driving?
All right.
Oh yeah, they're all gonna be
Full,
full.
baby. Don't.
You think you have more power than you really do. You think
I mean, he had the power to save you, so there's that. Okay. Weird. I mean, I know what they were going for, but that just like came off very weird, especially since, you know, his lack of power basically just saved your ass. Okay. It went up from 2 miles to 19 miles by going low battery mode. But also, low-key, it did end that awkward conversation between them.
And you get your skinny ass over there. Now.
I'm on my way to her right now.
Wait, does he know where she is, though? Because the last he knew, she was at her lab. Is the last location that he knows of. So is he gonna go in the right place? Fuck, I bet, dude. See, like this whole thing so far that I have seen with both the daughter and the son is the reason why I don't think I could become a parent. Just because not only is the world a harder place, like if you're just single, but the amount of like work that you have to put in for the kid, and then at the end of the day, like who's going to raise them? Like the government, freaking TikTok, or you know, society is going to have a lot more input on them than you. Like it's not really a fair fight between you being able to impart any of your values. And it's not like I don't want to make them like a carbon copy. I don't want to program them, right? But I do want them to be able to have a fair choice as far as like choosing, you know, picking stuff from their environment and then picking stuff from like the wisdom that I may have gathered over the years. And I think the tough thing about being a parent right now is like you're putting in all of the work raising them, but with the stuff that like really yeah, you know what, I'm gonna say it, like with the stuff that really matters, which is like the values that they're gonna carry, you don't really get that much of a say in those things. And that I think that like in the current climate, I don't think I could ever convince myself to have children right now.
To obliterate any chance of a warning.
Oh wow. Yeah, because don't we have like hundreds of satellites, right? Like that are orbiting the Earth right now. Like I remember like in the 2000s or when I was growing up, like the idea of a satellite was like they were so rare, and I guess now there's just a bunch of them up there right now.
Making their way to the front lines. Tank battalions are positioning in cities while the
What I want to see is that like the I don't know, are they like the C-130? They're like the repurposed ones, the C-130 Spectre gunships. I want to see those, bro. I remember seeing what was the movie, Covenant, and towards the end of that movie when that gunship showed up, oh my god, dude, it was a thing of beauty. I must have watched that part of the movie like 5 times when I first watched that movie. I kept on replaying that scene. It was freaking amazing. So I want to see one of those take out a bunch of freaking harvesters.
hoping to concentrate their attack.
Exactly. And they will be much stronger in groups. So if we concentrate our arms,
That's true. Imagine just a bunch of harvesters coming together, and you guys have no more anti-tank equipment as a Helldiver. It's not going to be a great place to be, man. So you guys got to take them out while they're still by themselves, or at least not as grouped up.
Decide their differences in an effort to protect the home planet.
I guess that's the only thing that would unify us, right? Like a mass global tragedy or an emergency. I think that's the only thing that is able to unify all the different people out there. I mean, we kind of saw it with COVID, right? Like everybody, well, a majority of the people were just like, I want to say they were kind of crazy with it. They became fanatical. Like they went away. They did away with all the, like all of a sudden people's unique beliefs and shit were completely wiped out because you had to put a freaking mask on. Like all the people going nuts that when people would go shopping, and the amount of craziness people would be like willing to commit on other people because they believed something different, because they were just so in fear, or traumatized by like a global widespread disease. So I think if this were to happen, the whole world War of the Worlds thing, it'd probably be something that everybody would also unify. Like it would also be something that everybody would be unified in. But it's kind of sad that like that's what it takes, you know, to unify us.
Woo, hell yeah.
Oh shit, they're actually taking them down.
Will be able to deter their advancement.
I think I remember in like the 2005 War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, I want to say that their like the human weaponry wasn't effective at taking them down. So this one is, I think this version's a little bit different in that it's showing like humanity has a chance.
Nothing is able to stop their advance, and the military counteroffensive is continuing to bombard.
Oh, she got to the hospital.
Possession.
I remember that in the 2005 War of the Worlds, there was a sound like that too. Like that was a main thing of the movie. Comment down below if you guys know if that was part of like the books. If you guys, because I know, like the original source material, it was a book, right? So if you guys know anything about the original source material, is that like a sound that was referenced in the book somehow? Oh, so it's like echolocation?
All these secret satellites they're launching?
That's Goliath. Some secret satellites.
Wait, so is the theory for this kid going to be something along the lines of the aliens are actually trying to do humanity as a whole a favor by taking down government networks that are spying on its own people? Like they're somehow freeing the people that are like oppressed or something in some way?
Yeah, they found all the government servers. Look,
I don't know too much about it. I only heard like rumors here and there, but wasn't there like a couple months ago, weren't like data centers a target for like hackers, or weren't people, I want to say I heard about people driving into data centers for the for the purpose of like destroying them. I don't know if that was an actual thing, but I want to say I heard that somewhere. Oh shit. She's gonna get downloaded by the freaking alien nanobots. This is kind of like a cautionary tale of what could potentially be happening to us, right? As we continue to go on this whole AI, robotics, data-driven way of life that it looks like we're going to be heading into. I mean, I think in the past year, there's been a couple of articles about data breaches at like large companies and stuff, right? So, I mean, honestly, that's probably going to be what the next main battleground is going to be. It's not going to be like physical tanks and warships and stuff, since like those weapons will be so sophisticated, it can cause so much damage. But the driving force behind those things is going to be, you know, things like data centers, computing power, like, you know, software systems and stuff like that. I think, yeah. I mean, if I was the aliens, I would probably attack data centers and AI areas as well. Like, that just seems the most strategic choice, and it's going to be the most strategic choice going forward in the future as we rely more and more on stuff like this. Oh, she's passed out. Too much blood loss.
I thought that I could stop the bleeding if I took it out.
She pulled it out. Okay, you guys, so I mean, I'm pretty sure most people already know this, since there's so many like medical TV shows and movies already. But if you ever are like, well, I don't think you would probably be able to have the conscious wherewithal to remember this. But if you ever have like a loved one or like a friend, or if you're ever at like an emergency site and there's like a stabbing, or if there's like an object that's inside somebody, don't pull it out. Just leave it in there. Put pressure around the area. Put like towels around it. And don't pull it out until you are at a place where you have the necessary items to stop the bleeding that's going to occur when you pull the object out. Yeah, she's gonna bleed out, dude.
Stop the bleed, man. You need a tourniquet. Trust me.
Trust me. Okay. He's a pro.
Look, they even do tricks.
Oh shit. Not only is she not dead from the nanobots, she's collecting them like fucking Pokemon.
Wait a minute.
Oh, so are they eating the data because they're like hungry? And that's what helps them continue to live? Or are they doing it as a means of attack? Because, I mean, if it's the first reason, then it's no different than, you know, like a bear breaking into somebody's car because there's like snacks in there, and it's less malicious.
Servers to get to the data.
Okay. Oh, dude, no, not this pause after that weird syncing of like the get to the data. Okay. Like, I will say that the movie is not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but there are these parts where, yes, I will have to agree with the consensus online that maybe they should have proofed, you know, screened this maybe a little bit.
Making the Earth's population totally bankrupt. Reports from around the
Okay.
world show
Is everybody bankrupt, or is everybody now the same? Because if all that data is gone, doesn't that mean that most people's debt just got erased?
No.
There goes all of your memories.
Remember to take out the trash today and be
No, the last recording that he has of his wife, it's going to get deleted too.
Remember to take out the trash.
The AI wife. Dude. Like, that scene is supposed to be like very emotional, but it's hard for me to like really connect with it because of the AI voice. I mean, at the same time, though, right? Like, this poses a interesting idea, at least to me, where it's like, if it's something that's really important, you'll remember it even without like some kind of data. Um, for me personally, I know that it's crazy that whenever I do like go on trips and stuff, when I would like record on my phone, like back in the, it's a little bit different with like a YouTube channel because like you actually will like post it. It makes it a little bit more, I don't know, worthy to go back to. But when I was just like taking pictures on the phone, and you can comment down below if this is you too, but how often do you go back and look at those pictures after like maybe 2 weeks to like a month after, like 2 weeks to a month after, you're kind of still like looking back and you're looking at like, oh man, like that was so awesome and everything like that. But like after a month, like my phone does that one thing where it'll like automatically make a collage of things that have happened in the past based on the photos and videos that I've taken. And that's probably the only time that I've ever really gone back to look at those videos or those photos, other than when during the time immediately after the trip or after whatever event that it was. And I think that's how most people are, I want to say. Like at the time it seems like you think that like we should capture like the moment or whatever, make it last, like, because it's going to be so significant that it's going to make you feel the same way sometime in the future. But I want to say like 9 times out of 10, at least for me, that's never the case. Like I never, will really look back, except unless it's like life changing, you know what I mean? Then it's, the few experiences where it's like super life changing, where yeah, like you probably will look at those things. But unless it's like at that level, I don't think I really look back at a lot of like the memories or photos or videos, because I mean, at least at like some level, right, I think we are engineered to forget. Like even some articles on how memory works, most of the things that we think we remember don't actually happen objectively the way that we think they did. It's almost like we're engineered to not have perfect memory, and that I don't know if that's for a reason. I have no idea, but it seems like that's how it is. And even when we try to fight it by having photos and videos and stuff, we naturally don't even look back at those things. Like, when was the last time you spent like an hour or like an afternoon looking back at stuff that happened, I don't know, like a year ago? I feel like the only time that ever gets brought up is like during social occasions where it almost feels like people are trying to like one up each other in like a status related discussion, and it's like that's when it becomes relevant. But that might actually just be me, but I feel like that's what it seems like for other people as well. Like it only matters unless it's something super personal. Like most memories only matter if like it's relatable to a social discussion, which is kind of sad.
They have it all.
Yo, what if this hacker is like just like a program that the aliens set up?
Have it all. It won't stop until they have it all. It won't stop until they have it all.
Is it his son?
I gotta go.
Okay, yeah, again, I feel like that scene could have been a little bit better. Maybe it would have been a little bit better if it was physically done instead of through a Zoom call.
What is this?
It's like a collection of every conspiracy theory out there is basically what this file is about.
Total control. Briggs went rogue. Put the whole damn thing in this building right away.
There was another movie, right, that where in some future dystopian world, or utopia, I guess, where people could be basically prosecuted for crimes that they didn't even commit yet. I forgot what that movie was called.
Those dinosaur bureaucrats don't keep us safe.
It's so interesting whenever you see an actor who played a good guy in the past and is now a bad guy, because this like the director Briggs guy, right? Because he was like that good guy from the Marvel series and Agents of Shield on Netflix, and now he's like this bad guy for this movie War of the Worlds. It's so interesting to see actors play both roles. Another example of that was like Russell Crowe, who for a good amount of movies, at least that I know of, he was like a good guy, and then lately they've just been giving him roles where he's the bad guy, like that Unhinged movie, and then that was it like the Thor movie where he's Zeus and he's kind of like an asshole.
Family's not protected. They're not safe.
DHS.
I guess it depends on what level you function on, right? Because Ice Cube's character was completely on board with tracking his kids, using the system that he had up to the point, like he was up to the point where, like he was okay with it up to the point where he was no longer the main guy. So I guess it all really depends. Like you're going to be accepting of whatever situation so long as you feel like you have some kind of control. Because it's so, like, to me right now, there's a discrepancy in the logic here, because he was totally using it to spy on his kids and to watch over them. And this guy, the director, his reasoning is just the same as Ice Cube's. It's just that he's functioning on like a different level. Oh, basically got fired. And he can't get out of the building. So he's completely cut off from everybody, and he can't physically get out. It's funny though, right? Because the problem is that all of this happened because of surveillance. And now the solution is surveillance. I guess it's similar to. I guess it's similar to like the situation with guns, right? Like if other people have guns, the only real way to equal that situation is if you have guns. So if the government is going to be surveilling, people, then people should also have the ability to survey the government, which, from what I understand, is supposed to be the way things are. But like in actuality, it's not that way, right? Because there's supposed to be like checks and balances, right? And that's what really our media is supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be our way as the majority populace to kind of make sure the government is really doing what is good for the people. But in reality, I'm pretty sure everybody kind of feels, I don't know if this is a fact, but it looks like and it feels like most major source outlets, they're just like corporately owned, and they end up being used by people in positions of power. But really, that's really the essence of everything, right? Because like if you're not in a situation where you can tell the other party, like F off, like, screw you. Like if you're not in that position where both parties can say that to each other, someone is definitely getting taken advantage of. And it's unequal. So really the moral of this story so far up to this point is if someone has some kind of capability, it's not going to be equal. Like trusting in people just because they say, or maybe they've proven, you know, briefly that they have your best interest. Trusting in that, like there's always going to be some kind of doubt, or there's always going to be a potential for abuse. So really, I mean, that's the whole situation with nukes right now, right? Like the only reason why there's not like a crazy world war going on, or the only reason why nukes aren't flying all over the place is because most other countries, major countries, they have nukes. And so it's mutual destruction. It's like mutual guaranteed destruction. It's peace through mutual guaranteed force.
Thank God.
Okay, so I will say that, like, considering how they are doing all of this, I'm pretty sure they're just like sending you. It's like the equivalent of work from home, but for actors. They're like recording themselves and then probably sending it to like one central person to cut and edit and direct and everything. Ice Cube is doing the best he can with how this is going, right? I mean, that's how it feels to me.
I know. No way, no how. Can you and I write this virus?
I just realized, right? What if they just embedded all of that data? I don't know exactly how the whole virus thing works, but what I do remember is that, I don't know if it's still a thing, but back in the day on YouTube, there was something called being Rickrolled, where you would have on your YouTube feed like things that look like different videos to other things, but then as soon as you clicked on it, it was just Rick Roll singing his Never Gonna Give You Up song. And then once you got on that, like everything on the feed would just, it would make it look like you're going to another video, but it would just be like Rick Roll after Rick Roll after like Rick Roll. I wonder if they could do something like that, but to the aliens.
It's too risky, Briggs. Shut it down now.
With all due respect, General.
Oh, he's sending the like the confidential, well, I guess, or classified, I guess is the right term, like the classified recording of Briggs acknowledging the Goliath program, and also how a general was basically telling him that, like, yo, we probably shouldn't be doing this, and Briggs still adamant that this is the best way to, I don't know, secure the world.
Comes away.
Like I said, right, the future of warfare is going to be in cyberspace.
Get out of there!
Oh, they found I mean, your son just died. I don't know if that's exactly the reaction that a father should have. I will say that this is probably one of the less impressive acting clips, probably parts that Ice Cube has done. Ooh, yeah. That looks like that's a completely destroyed house.
That was freaking intense.
My God, man.
Oh, he routed his IP somewhere else.
Signal through Brian's house so they can blow his shit up.
Dad.
All right, he kind of has a point. It's funny. Well, like now that his son is okay, he's all like, "Yo, they blew up my house though. What the fuck?"
We got a lot of
I don't have alien invasion insurance.
This is true, right? So, a fucked up thing about like this whole situation, right, is that if the aliens were to invade, it would be similar to fire insurance, where there's some areas, even though they're like highly prone to fire, they don't have the option to get fire insurance. So I'm pretty sure houses are also not insured for aliens.
Hey, I have to show you something.
Oh, did she train more of the Pokemon? Oh, actual cells.
Hold tight, hold tight.
The only experiment that comes to mind is one that I saw a couple years ago where I think they put like a mouse brain or brain tissue or something into like a little robot, and it was actually moving around. So I guess once something like that is perfected, it would kind of look like, it would look something like this.
Mark, that's absolutely right. We can rewrite Faith's code.
Okay, here's what.
Oh yeah. The answer to all their problems came from a normal guy.
So he can translate it into code.
It's kind of true though, right? What they just said, that DNA is basically code. Because if you think about it, like, let's say you eat food, right? Like an apple or a piece of meat or, you know, food that you take, it has its own like code or whatever. And then when you ingest it, something in you kind of like takes all that material and then tells it to turn into the cells for your body. And, you know, I'm pretty sure it's caused by DNA, right? Whatever DNA is running through you to turn all that material into parts of yourself. And all that is basically done by code. I don't remember the specific things on how like DNA is arranged, but it's like 4 different like letters or whatever, right? And from those 4, it turns into like a whole bunch of different possibilities as far as DNA goes. He's gonna hack the Situation Room?
Although casualties will be very high. I've initiated lockdown of our most sensitive government.
They just turned all the civilians into disposable hell divers, basically, where friendly fire is okay. Wait. Isn't he inside of the blast radius? Aw. He's sending him like a, just in case he doesn't come back, you know?
They don't let thumb drives in the building.
It's true.
Right
here. Okay. Is that a thing now? Is Amazon sending packages with drones?
I can soar like an eagle with this thing. Okay, Mark. I believe in you.
Holy crap, he's gonna fly with the FPV. Okay, so when he said they were training them for months on this, I was like, to fly a drone? But it makes sense if it's going to be the FPV drones, because those drones are actually pretty wild. Like, I feel like to fly those, you would need almost... Yeah, I'm not saying it's exactly like pilots, but compared to a normal person flying a drone, FPV drones, especially like the really fast reaction kinds, the ones that I've seen, yeah, you actually got to practice a good amount to fly those things correctly without crashing them into stuff. Oh shit, so he wasn't even in the blast radius. He was like the sensor. He was the target. That DSH building that they were talking about, it's the building that he's in.
Sandra, where are those bombers?
Hang on, stand by.
So, I mean, even if he didn't die from the suicide mission for the bots, he was gonna die from the bombers anyway.
Oh, shit. You gotta hurry, Dave. Just a few more seconds.
And then this is where like the video game experience that Dave, the son, was doing in the beginning of the movie is gonna pay off. Because, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't video game experience save people's lives? You know what that reminds me of, dude? The freaking Star Fox barrel roll guy, who, I don't know if it was it the rabbit when you're playing Star Fox 64 in the Nintendo 64? Where he just keeps on repeating, do a barrel roll, do a barrel roll. That's all I remember. And me as a kid, I don't know, I was kind of dumb, I guess, and I could never pass that level. But I do remember that rabbit like saying that over and over.
Why is he waiting? What's going on? Wait.
Oh. He's a conspiracy theorist too.
Card for $1,000. Hurry. Come on.
Oh shit, that'll do it.
Yes. Oh my God.
Amazon to the rescue, you guys. I've been considering that this is all like Zoom call based. Directing. The editing makes it so that it's at least a little engaging.
Right on the server face.
1 minute to impact, Will.
Oh no! Oh no! The robot tentacles have got him.
No!
Oh no! 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 No!
Come on, man, you got this. Get up, Dad, get up.
What happens next is not pleasant. Oh, he got it in. Okay. So the DNA coding that Faith was working on, right? The original purpose was like for health, for like eating bad cells. But the way that this is being applied right now is basically suicide. So had she gone and like exported this for human use, it wouldn't have been for health. It would have been for like killing the human race.
Dad, you did it.
Is he alive though? Is he dead? Oh, the final letter that he sent to his kids.
Secretary Chris.
Oh, he's alive. Okay, he's alive. Okay, so it looks like it's a happy ending for everything. You know, Ice Cube's character goes and becomes a family person again, rediscovers his love and time with his family. And he says no to like a big promotion because he no longer believes in watching civilians, and he is now going to be part of, I don't know, the disruptors, or a group of people that are going to be watching the government instead, which, I mean, you know, cool. Overall, I will still have to agree with the consensus that like the movie, it's bad. Like, I would not pay to watch it. However, I will say that the story at least is it's good. It's a good, is the term like rendition? It's a good rendition of what War of the Worlds could be given what is currently going on in the current situation of like the country, of the world, with how increasingly data driven we are as a society, and what it could mean if aliens who fed on data would actually affect us if they decided to invade. It also did a good job at showing that the future of dominance really is going to be in cyberspace. So it gets like those messages across. The messaging, the actual message is, you know, and the story is actually decent. It's the delivery. It's everything else that's a problem, like the acting. Ice Cube, though, really did try his best to like carry the whole thing. And also the whole, it felt a lot like Paranormal Activity, where a lot of it was those like live cam looking, like it was, the whole movie was filmed through live cam, if that makes any sense. And then the graphics were pretty bad. Yeah. I mean, would I spend money for it? No. The story itself, good. Everything else, pretty bad. And that's about it. So that is the latest rendition, you guys, of War of the Worlds, delivered to you by Ice Cube. Yeah. However, I don't know if it deserves a 2%. So maybe in a couple weeks, I will get around to doing a review of what I feel like is the worst movie I've ever been exposed to, which is The Last Airbender. I'll do that one. And who knows, maybe enough time has passed where I won't react as badly. But as far as this movie receiving a 2%, I don't feel like that's fair. Like maybe like 15-20% is a little bit more understandable, but you know, that's just my view on it. Anyways, this is Josh. I will see you guys in the next one.